Assalamu alaikum, grade 10 computer science students. We will start with lesson number 13. This lesson is about the summary of the chapter. So we have discussed all topics in this chapter and I want to briefly revise what we have studied in this chapter. Let's start. We discussed about von Neumann architecture and we discussed that von Neumann for the first time gave the concept of modern computer. Before this, if you could write for each computer you have to write different programs. It means if you have once write a program for a computer, then you have to assemble the whole computer again. But for the first time, von Neumann gave an idea that computer could store a program and it can be reprogrammed. After this, we discussed the fetch execute cycle. Fetch means to get the instruction, and we have the next step, that is decode, and then we have the execute cycle. We will cover this in a question that is in the exercise and try to concentrate there. It's very much explained there. Operating system, as you know, the operating system is the software that make the computer usable. Without operating system, computer is like a box. And what the operating system do? Again, we have a question for it, that is the functions of the operating system, and we have discussed about the function of operating system in the chapter as well. But briefly, let me tell you, operating system establishes communication between the user and the hardware. Operating system establishes communication between different parts of the computer. Operating system allocates CPU time to all active applications. Operating system allocates the memory time, memory for each active application, and it also establishes security. After this, we have discussed the interrupt. Interrupt means what? Interrupt means when the processor is doing its normal job, it receives a new request. This request can be from the hardware or software. So from the hardware, if it is a hardware, we call it hardware interrupt, and if it's from the software, we call it software interrupt. High-level languages or programming languages in which the programs are written. Low-level languages are natural languages of the computer, and you don't need to translate something, and that is the language computer directly understand. It's harder for the human to understand. Machine language is the language that is purely in zeros and ones, and it is very hard to give instructions in the machine language to the computer. We discuss also assembly language that consists of special symbols, mnemonics, as well as the machine code instructions. Compiler means translator, program that will translate a program written in high-level language into machine language. Interpreter is also its interpreter means what? Interpreter is like a translator, but it will translate one statement at a time. Then it will take another statement and translate it. Assembler is a translator program that translate the program written in assembly language into machine language. So this concludes this lesson. What you need to do is you need to revise this chapter, read again and again, and watch the videos carefully. If you have any confusion, any queries, you can send me in my WhatsApp, and after this home task, you will have exercise question that you need to solve on your notebook, and I have my WhatsApp on the screen. If you have any confusion, you can send a message. Thank you.